should go obnoxiously slow.
What?
Never mind.
Okay. Ready? 13. 13. Last four. 4 plus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the fall commencement exercises at Pellissippi State Community College. We will begin our ceremony in just a few minutes. Before we do, I'd like your attention for some important general and safety information for today's ceremony. In order to comply with the fire code of the state of Tennessee, we must advise you of emergency evacuation procedures. Please take a moment to look around the facility to identify the nearest emergency exit. The closest emergency exit may be behind you. Reporting of emergencies or those in need of assistance should be reported to event or facility staff located around the hall. Police officers can be found outside the hall doors in the promenade. Smoking, including the use of e-cigarettes, alcohol, and drug use, is strictly prohibited. You are welcome to take photos from your seats during the ceremony. Please do not approach the stage area while our students are participating in the ceremony, as it obstructs the view of other guests. Once the ceremony is concluded and our graduates have recessed, each guest row will be dismissed by an usher. You may meet your graduates in Hall 1 after the recessional. The stage area will not be available after the ceremony. However, we have several locations set up around the building for photo opportunities for family and friends. We would like to make the following acknowledgments and thanks before we are ready to begin. Event planning staff at the Knoxville Convention Center and the World's Fair Exhibit Hall, M&M Productions USA for providing our audio and streaming services, our student quartet under the direction of Megan Humphreys, our student brass ensemble under the direction of Hugh Lindsay, and you. Thank you for your attention, your cooperation, and please enjoy our ceremony. And if you are able, if you will please stand as our graduates prepare to enter the hall.
Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good evening and welcome, faculty and staff, family and friends, and most importantly, graduates of the 2023 class of Pellissippi State Community College. I'm so pleased to welcome you to our December commencement exercises. We are here to celebrate the summer and fall semester graduates of this institution, and I would like to be among the first to offer my most heartfelt and sincere congratulations. Graduates, tonight is about you and your success. All of you share in the completion of a curriculum appropriate to the degree that will be awarded to you. All of you share in the completion of the following in your courses to one degree or another: homework, assignments, quizzes, papers, problems, speeches, experiments, labs, clinicals, and internships. The process of completing a degree is rigorous, at times exhilarating when you nail that group project, perhaps, and at times exhausting. How many papers for this particular class? This is a perfect time to celebrate where you've been and where you are. And we are here to celebrate your success. We might take a moment to recognize that while we're all on the same path, we don't share in the same journey. As you take a moment to reflect on your journey and think about the obstacles you faced and the lessons you learned, I ask that you also think about those who kept you going when you didn't want to push yourself any further. The professor who provided an extra office hour or study session, your spouse or partner who watched the kids so you could complete a group project, one of your classmates who picked up your spirits when you didn't do as well as you expected on an exam or quiz. Tonight is about you and your success, but no celebration of success is complete without thanking those who helped you along the way. Tomorrow is also about you as well, and how you will take what you've learned to create a better life for yourself, your family, and this community. It doesn't matter whether you're going to be a welder, a nurse, an accountant, a maintenance technician, audio production engineer, or if you're headed to a four-year institution to study history or biology or management or music. You have an opportunity to use your education, as Marian Wright Edelman suggested, for improving the lives of others and for leaving your community and world better than you found it. Given the state of the world at the moment, there seems to be a real opportunity here. I want to tell you about someone who is an expert at taking advantage of every opportunity presented to him and demonstrated an extraordinary ability to create his own. Every morning I arrive to work at my office on the Hardin Valley campus. My eye is drawn around and across the courtyard to the Bagwell Center for Media and Art. The gentleman for whom the building was named, Ross Bagwell, passed away on Thanksgiving Day. If you're not part of the media production world, you might not know his story. He was a creative, an entrepreneur, and a wonderful storyteller. Grew up in Knoxville, served in the United States Air Force before returning home to study at the University of Tennessee while working at the Oak Ridge National Lab. In the early 1950s, he saw his first television broadcast and moved to New York City to study in the field and work for NBC. In the mid-1960s, he returned to Knoxville, worked at WATE and then at advertising before launching his own independent production company, Cinetel Productions. He created and produced dozens of shows and hundreds, if not thousands, of hours of programming. Your parents or grandparents may have been on Club Dance, even if you've never heard of it. That business, which he eventually sold to Scripps Howard, was the catalyst for the growth of the film, television, and creative media industry in our community. That person and that business and that industry is why Pellissippi State has the Bagwell Center, where students pursue the study of creative and media arts. The faculty teaching in that building educate hundreds of students every year, helping them explore their passions and developing the means for them to share the art and the media that tell their stories and the stories of this region. I don't imagine young Ross Bagwell had any notion of the path before him when he left Knoxville to enlist in the United States Air Force. Just as I don't imagine many of you know exactly where your path will take you from this point forward. But as you leave this place at this point in time, I hope you will have the opportunity to pursue your passion to the fullest, to share what you've learned along the way, to make our community a better place to live, and to help others. I hope you know that if there is ever anything I can do for you, or the faculty and staff at this college can do for you, all you have to do is ask. Congratulations. At this time, I'd like to introduce you to our stage party and then introduce our commencement speaker. We have Amanda Carr Wilcoxon, our outstanding full-time faculty, mace bearer. Patty Weaver, our Vice President for External Affairs. Kelly Toon, our Vice President of Academic Affairs. Rushton Johnson, our Vice President of Student Affairs. Carrie Poteet from the Alumni Association. Our readers tonight, Jesse Cragwall, Roxana Beach, and the deans of the college, Mike Wolf, Dean of Business Computer Technology, Margaret Ann Jeffries, Dean of Engineering and Media Technologies, Inez Gibson, Dean of the English Department, Jesse Belknap, Dean of Health Sciences, Jonathan Fowler, Dean of Liberal Arts, Mary Ellen Spencer, Dean of our Libraries, representing the Math Department, Terry Gibson, and Dean of Natural and Behavioral Sciences, Kane Barker. I'd also like to give the graduates this moment an opportunity to thank the faculty and staff of Pellissippi State for their good work. So students, will you join me in thanking the faculty and staff of Pellissippi State for the great work they've done in helping getting you to this finish line. This time, I'd like to introduce you to our commencement speaker. Clarence L. Vaughn III is the director of the Office of Access and Community Connections at the Haslam College of Business at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. In that role, Vaughn provides strategic leadership in creating an integrated vision and shared responsibility for fostering and supporting a campus culture that respects and appreciates individual differences. His previous professional roles include serving as Executive Director of the Police Advisory and Review Committee for the City of Knoxville's Mayor's Administration, Director of Diversity and Inclusion for U.S. Bank Corporation, and several other management positions in the banking and credit industry. His community involvement includes serving as board chair for the United Way of Greater Knoxville, chair emeritus of the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Commemorative Commission, along with several other community organizations and boards. Vaughn has achieved many honors and received recognition for his achievements. Among those are being a flagship program class member of Leadership Knoxville 2020, second best class ever. All right. Graduate of Leadership Tennessee Next, class number 6. 2017, he was recognized as an honoree in Greater Knoxville Business Journal's 40 Under 40s Leaders List. He holds an MBA in Organizational Management from Syracuse University, a different shade of orange, a BS in Business Management, the Total Betterment Award from the Whitman School of Management. He's a proud graduate of Florida A&M University and Tallahassee Community College. And he has a bachelor degree and associate degree from those fine institutions. But I think his most proud accomplishment is marrying his college sweetheart, Sarita Vaughn, and being a girl dad to his 3 daughters. So please join me in welcoming our friend and colleague, Clarence Vaughn, to the podium to deliver our commencement remarks this evening.
Thank you. Greetings, President Wise, executive leadership team, members of the senior staff, deans, faculty, staff, family members, community, but most importantly, the class of 2023. Give yourselves a round of applause. Come on now. It's my honor to have this opportunity to serve as your commencement speaker for this momentous occasion. My personal story began with having to overcome several hurdles and obstacles. However, with community support and access to educational resources, I was able to defy the odds through perseverance and determination. Perseverance is getting back up with determination and the willingness to try once more despite being faced with challenges. It means not giving up before you reach your personal finish line and having the strength to continue to place one foot in front of the other, even when the odds seem insurmountable. Each of you today have overcome your own barrier and odds to reach this very important milestone in your life. However, each of your journeys have taken different paths. Some paths have less crooked and jagged, yet all paths have a point in time where you had to push forward and overcome obstacles. In my case, I placed some hurdles and obstacles in my own way to make my path just a little bit more difficult than needed. As an adolescent, I experienced many trials and tribulations. One of the most memorable was my experience of being expelled as a sophomore attending J.P. Taravella High School in Coral Springs, Florida. And I was also labeled as a high school dropout and being absent for more than 80% of the school year. Now take that in for a moment. 80% of the academic school year. My goals really was to meet with my friends, plan my day, head out to the beach, and make sure we avoid the truancy officers that we knew were looking out for those people skipping school. I was written off as being yet another statistic with only 2 options, prison or death. Over time, I began to believe in the outlook pressed upon me regarding my future and opportunity to positively contribute to my community. The options given to me during that time were limited to only being able to attend an alternative high school, Hollandale Adult Community Center. Feeling written off from my own failures and poor choices, I felt detached from being able to overcome the odds placed before me. This recalls a quote from Reverend Jesse Jackson that states, quote, "If you fall behind, run faster. Never give up, never surrender. Rise up against the odds," end quote. During your path to reaching this special moment in your life and academic journey, I'm sure that many of you have experienced roadblocks and obstacles that attempted to block your path, either having to overcome financial struggles, family crisis, academic rigor, or just life's challenges. You were able to persevere to arrive to this day and time. Think back to those moments when the courses were demanding or there were outside influences impacting on your ability to focus on the task at hand. During those moments, I'm sure that you can recall a person, a program, an opportunity that realigned your focus and ability to finish the task. Now, your adversity may not have been related to my personal experiences. However, we all have been doubted or questioned our ability to reach and achieve our desired goals. The likelihood of me being able to graduate from an alternative high school, enroll into college, and graduate seemed almost impossible. However, I was very fortunate to have a supportive family and community that surrounded me with overwhelming love and support. Therefore, I was encouraged not to become a statistic and to defy the odds. During my first year attending Hollandale Adult Community Center, I was selected to take part in a pre-collegiate summer program held at the Florida A&M University in Tallahassee, Florida. The program provided at-risk youth with an opportunity to experience the day in the life of a college student, along with being able to reside in college dormitories and attend classes taught by collegiate professors. Completing that program set me on a path of determination and commitment to accomplish the goal of attending Florida A&M University as my first and only choice as my educational journey. After finishing my junior and senior year of high school as an alternative school, my only path of being able to attend Florida A&M University was made available through being able to enroll into the Tallahassee Community College. As an incoming student, my academic advisor informed me that I would have to enroll into remedial courses to close the gap and get on track. Due to the resources made available to me at Tallahassee Community College, I was able to graduate with an Associate of Arts degree in General Education, along with being able to transfer to my dream school, Florida A&M University. I was able to take advantage of student resources provided at Tallahassee Community College that involve academic support, professional development, and counseling services. By building and creating relationships with fellow classmates, I was able to create healthy study habits and test-taking skills that aided in my academic performance. This afforded me an opportunity to build a supportive community around my outlined goals and objectives. Without access to these provided resources, I would not have been able to complete my academic endeavors, nor would I have been able to transfer fully to Florida A&M University. Having the ability to benefit from transferring into Florida A&M University with all of my course curriculum being accepted allowed me to be on pace with graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration within 2 years. My education and academic experience at Tallahassee Community College prepared me in my transition in a four-year university. I was able to get on track by completing both an associate's degree and a bachelor's degree within 4 years. Community colleges open the pathway to success, either for students with the interest of attending a four-year institution or beginning a career in the chosen industry. Tallahassee Community College and Pellissippi State Community College provide students with opportunities and experiences. If they have their own hardships, either academically, personally, or professionally, they receive all the resources, knowledge, and opportunity to overcome the odds and complete their own personal race. As part of completing my individual academic race, I was able to continue my academic journey by obtaining a master's degree from Syracuse University Whitman School of Management. In the same fashion that I was able to utilize resources provided to my community college experience, you have the same opportunity lying in front of you. As a community college graduate equipped with 2 years of academic preparedness and increased maturity as a collegiate student, I transferred into my four-year institution ready and equipped to finish the task ahead. Some of you are in the same position, and I know that you will be able to exceed your very own expectations. The partnership between Pellissippi State Community College and the University of Tennessee, Knoxville is strong only due to the caliber of the transfer students that enroll after their completion of their degree. For those of you planning to transfer to the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, you will transfer well prepared and in a great position to succeed. Many of you are also getting prepared to enter or continue jobs in the workforce. With your increased knowledge, trained abilities, and mastered skills, you are set to enter the workforce ready to take on challenges, along with continuing your pathway to success. Now, whether your next chapter might be your experience and preparation will get you there to serve as a great resource on your transition to your next phase of life. I believe that obstacles are placed in our path to learn from them, and also to share those with others. The path forward to your personal goals will become narrow, sometimes rough and hard to see ahead. When the moments become difficult and hard to persevere, always remember that, like I was, you are also equipped with a community that supports you and is here to walk with you to the finish line. Your community is made up of many family, friends, colleagues that are here today, but most importantly, faculty, administrators, fellow Pellissippi State College graduates sitting next to you that are committed to helping you to see it through. The phrase, "it takes a village to raise a child," originates from an African proverb. It conveys a message that it takes many people and experiences to provide a healthy, welcoming, and thriving environment for individuals to realize their hopes and dreams. At this time, I'm going to take my Baptist for you real quick. I would like for you to turn to the person next to you and repeat these words after me. Ready? Say, "Lean on me when you're not strong, And I'll be your friend. And I'll help you carry on. All right. Some of you may be familiar with these words. These words were written by a famous songer and songwriter, Bill Withers. Lean on me. It shares a commitment of not allowing our neighbors, our friends, our fellow classmates to defy the odds alone. To cross the finish line, it truly does take a village. The individuals sitting next to you, the ones here in the crowd, the people that's here on this stage, those that's waiting to celebrate you on this special day are all a part of your village. Therefore, I encourage you to think back over your journey. It might not include being labeled as a high school dropout or having similar challenges that I shared, yet your journey and your perseverance has gotten you to this point. Remember the hard days and the times you wanted to give up and fall to becoming yet another statistic. Don't forget the naysayers that doubted your ability to push past the odds and push on to achieving your goals. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. famously stated, quote, "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward," end quote. Thanks to the academic programs, mentors, resources, and community support, I am able to continue to move forward. As director of the Office of Access and Community Relations at the Haslam College of Business, I am now given a chance to provide guidance and leadership over the very same pre-collegiate programs that changed the very trajectory of my life. I am now able to be a pathway maker for students that I have the opportunity to engage with. Our focus is placed on developing pathways to inclusive leadership. To establish inclusive leadership, a significant focus needs to be placed on collaboration and inclusion. We never truly know the impact or influence that someone can have in the lives of others. The evidence is showcased when you are provided with the opportunity to pay it forward. So I encourage you to pay it forward. Pay it forward in your communities and along with your fellow classmates. Use the resources and opportunities provided to you to share your story of how you defied the odds. I applaud each one of you of seeing it through to the finish line. Now the journey continues, but you do not stand alone. Support one another. Stay connected with your village and Pellissippi State Community College family, and get prepared for the next obstacle ahead, knowing that you will be able to defy the odds through perseverance and determination. I would like to take this time again to thank Pellissippi State Community College for allowing me with the opportunity to share my story and path, beginning as a community college graduate and continuing onward through my academic and professional journey. To the class of 2023, your best is yet to come. This is a moment for you to serve as a bridge maker for future graduates coming behind you. Continue to defy the odds and serve as an example of what Pellissippi Nation embodies and means. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and congratulations to you again.
Thank you, Mr. Vaughn, for those motivational and inspirational words and for sharing your story with us. Please join me in giving him one more round of applause. As we prepare for the conferring of awards, please note the special cords and stoles that some of our students are wearing for the honors they have earned. In addition to the various honors and achievements noted in the program, there are several notable accomplishments amongst our graduates that I will recognize at this time. Students, as I call your names, stand and be recognized. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been called. As we celebrate the achievements of our graduating class, I would like to take a moment to give special recognition to the veterans among our students. Students, as I call your names, please stand. Jay Bennett, Charles Braddock, Lauren Butler, Isaiah Carson, Alyssa Collins, David Doonan, Sylvia Espino Alfaro, Brianna Flores, Daniel Fields, Cheyenne Fustos, Ezekiel Garza, Ami Marie Gordon, Michael Graves, Savannah Harvey, Shanice Holbrook, R.J. Holmes, Peyton Ketchum, Eugene King, Carrie Ligon Butler, Brittany Manzano, Antarika Marks, Gary McClellan, Seth McCracken, Trevor Mitchell, Brennan Moore, Elijah Ogle, Ruben Popa, Brian Rhodes, Gabriel Sawyer, Annie Shepard, Dylan Sizemore, Andrew Snyder, Vicki Souther, Stacy Vaughn, Derek Wallace, David Wincoop. Your unwavering dedication and service to our country, coupled with your commitment to furthering your education, is a testament to your extraordinary strength and resilience. On behalf of our community, we thank you for your service, and we congratulate you on this significant academic milestone. Please join me in saluting them. As you may know, Pellissippi State began its inaugural season of competitive intercollegiate athletics this fall. This was truly an historic moment for the college. Tonight, for the first time in the college's history, we have students in the graduating class with the distinction student athlete. With us this evening from women's soccer, we have Mary Donahue. Would you please stand? And graduating from men's golf, we have Martin Ben Landsberg. Please join me in saluting them for their outstanding accomplishment. The Medal of Service is awarded to graduating students who serve at least 60 hours of documented community service during their career at Pellissippi State. In addition to managing their academic and personal responsibilities, they found time to give selflessly to their communities. In the graduating class, there were a number of students who earned this distinction. Students, please stand as I call your name. Diana Alton, Emma Browning, Joanne Busler, Shelby Dalton, Jaden Fuda, Christian Lynch, Ksenia Sulialeva, I got the thumbs up, Jessica Atkinson, Benjamin Adams, Elisa Flores, Meredith Farrell, and Amanda Welch. Please join me in congratulating them for earning this distinction. The National Society of Leadership and Success, or NSLS, is an organization that provides a life-changing leadership program that helps students achieve personal growth, career success, and empowers them to have a positive impact in their communities. With 816 chapters, the NSLS currently has approximately 1.9 million members nationwide. Eligibility for induction into NSLS involves the successful completion of a rigorous 5-step process. During this process, candidates learn about the science of leadership, goal-setting techniques, problem-solving, and career development. They also attend live-streamed and pre-recorded speaker events where they interact with and learn from leaders, celebrities, and best-selling authors. At this time, I will recognize those students in the graduating class that have earned membership in the National Society of Leadership and Success. Cassandra Verley, Chelsea Ayala, Cheyenne Fustos, Ethan Braytrud, Evelyn Ngumi, Jacqueline Leatherwood, Jaden Fuda, Jared Goldhammer, Jessica Bates, Jessica Ward, Kiana Demas, Kimberly Crandell, Corey Littrell, Christian Lynch, Lorena Perez, Lydia Davis, Ransom Wayman, Savannah Watson, Cindy Clemens, and Hannah Dean. Please join me in congratulating them for earning this honor. And finally, Pellissippi State recognizes those students in the graduating class who have distinguished themselves academically by earning a particular cumulative grade point average. To recognize this accomplishment, some of our graduates have gold and royal blue braided cords adorning their caps and gowns. These cords represent our honor students who have a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher. Within our honor graduates, there are 3 distinct categories: cum laude, with praise, magna cum laude with high praise, and summa cum laude with highest praise. There is a detailed explanation of these categories in your commencement program. Amongst our honor graduates, there is a small cadre of students that have distinguished themselves even further. They have completed their associate's degrees and earned a perfect cumulative grade point average of 4.0. They are designated this evening by the Royal Blue Mortar Board. As I call your names, students, please stand. Christopher Clay Childs, Martine Vanderstoel, Taylor Bryn Fenn, Steve Dickens, and Harini Varadaruju Srikanth. Please join me in saluting them for this outstanding accomplishment. And now the moment you have all been waiting for, the presentation of the candidates. Dr. Toon. I think we have to turn to your space.
We now move to the part of the ceremony for which the candidates have worked so diligently. The candidates will prepare for the conferring of their degrees. Will the candidates please rise? Stand up. There you go. All right. These candidates have successfully completed all of the requirements for the Associate of Applied Science, the Associate of Applied Science in Nursing, the Associate of Arts, the Associate of Science, the Associate of Fine Arts, the Associate of Science in Teaching degrees. The faculty recommends these candidates to you for the conferring of these degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Tennessee Board of Regents, I do, on the recommendation of the faculty, grant to you the degree that you will now be presented. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left of your mortarboard. Graduates, you may now move forward for the presentation of diplomas.
Is it my turn? I can barely, no. We need some light. Okay. There we go. Is it my turn? Who's first? Welcome, everyone. The following are candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree. Nate Elijah Ayala. Abigail Elizabeth Clark. Sarah Candace Shea. Heather Ann Wallace, summa cum laude. Bailey DeLynn Sharp, summa cum laude. Emily Ann Roof. Connor Lawson Eshelman. Abigail K. Trott, summa cum laude. Sullivan Elijah Rouse, magna cum laude. Blaine Logan Shepard. Yuman Key Chairman. Brian Andrew Moretz. Sydney Lane Jenkins. Molly Morantos. Isabella Claire White. Emma Rain Browning, summa cum laude. Shelby Nicole Dalton, summa cum laude. Sania Sulaleva, summa cum laude. Diana Marie Otten, summa cum laude. Jonah Andrew Carr. Jake Link, magna cum laude. Megan Nicole Dedrick. Cassandra Maxine Johnson. Hannah Elizabeth Dean, magna cum laude. Amy Lauren Strange, summa cum laude. Jaden Fuda. Christian Alexander Lynch. Amber Markham Myers. Alicia Brian McMahon. Allison Mackenzie Birch. Richard Andrew Jones, magna cum laude. Joshua Karsink Lee. Crystal M. Collins. Shanice D. Holbrook. Serena Brown. Cheyenne R. Fustos. Ashley Elizabeth Ontiveros. Deshauna Lee Spears. David W. Pauley. Jacob R. Hamby. Natoya L. Powell. Lauren Grace Butler. Kate McPhee Coleman. Kaya Isabella Grace. Cum laude. Edith Rose Anderson. Alyssa Brianne Collins. Ashley Taylor Hill, cum laude. Emma Grace Alice Kirk. Trevor Allen Lusk. Shelby J. Smith, cum laude. Kaylin Ann McConnell, cum laude. Zachary Thomas McEntee. Adam Cole Freeman, cum laude. Steve Ryan Sturdivant. Jack Parker Dukes. Ethan James Crawford. Samuel Paul Blakely. Benjamin Parker Estes, magna cum laude. Max Keamalu Berry. Aaron J. Blazer Red. Zachary Lee Scott. Jeremy A. Redding, cum laude. Sarah May Sharp, cum laude. Cesar Vega Leal. Kalel Demars Lawson. Jaden Tariq Fulcher. Caleb James Piper. Wesley Adam Goodman. Michael Seymour. Karina Medina. Ellie Anna Parks. Olivia Danielle Province, cum laude. David Scott Potter. Morgan Page Nichols. Mackenzie Jordan Nichols. Dave Weinkoop. Randolph Omar Kircher, summa cum laude. Gavin Neil Bradford. Jordan Marie Hall. Jacqueline Karina Leatherwood, cum laude. Summer Jasmine Diaz. Jennifer Robin Adcox, cum laude. Ainsley Nicole Maccabee. Cameron T. Moak. Abigail Rose Brantley, cum laude. Christopher Clay Childs, summa cum laude. Brooke Danielle Weaver. Patrick Joseph Martin Richer. Jason O'Neill Jenkins. Lemus Yesenia Centeno. William Michael Payne Jr., summa cum laude. Christopher Dwayne Brock. Elijah Aaron Ogle. William Albert. Stephen Randall Dickens, summa cum laude. Alyssa Lene Smith. Bonnie Patel. Brandon Jeremiah Lambert. Amanda Jane Carrasco, cum laude. Olivia Lee Braden. Temur Abdusalam Jamil Haddad, magna cum laude. Micah Winnell Bandy, magna cum laude. Kimberly Carlisle Mulliken. Jacob P. Mears. Charles Daniel DeWitt. Jimmy Hong Huynh. Dalton Cole Sutton. Brandon Lee Golden. David W. Doonan, magna cum laude. Sebastian D. Bilbo. Jonathan Augustus Kostmeyer. Fu Huang. Am I done?
The following are candidates for the Associate of Arts, the Associate of Science, the Associate of Fine Arts, or the Associate of Science in Teaching degrees. Tristan Blaine Hamilton, cum laude. Samantha Morrison Pender. Tyra Alexis Eastridge. Aaron Matthew Smith, magna cum laude. Nicole Rose Miller. Mackenzie Kate Blevins, summa cum laude. Amber Marilyn Woods. Jessica Renee Kitts. Tiffany Faye Morris. Haley Renee Harold. Sherry Y. Hartman. Connor Walker Nichols. Savannah Marie Watson. Sydney Alexa Clemens. Kylie Joanne Sepiel. Megan Nicole McBrearty. Sierra Jordan Sieber. Gracie Faith Shell. Mary Nicole Lackey, summa cum laude. Gage Vance McCumsey. Kiana Marie Demas. Amanda May Zeller. McKenna Grace Parks, magna cum laude. Matthew Paul Holofchuk. Cassandra Janice Verley. Uni Ramirez. Chelsea Ayala, cum laude. Isaac Donovan Hogan. Carson Hamilton Lisenby. Ian Bruce Gilliland. Michael Beau Didier. Eli Michael Harville. Joseph William Hubert Collins Gray, magna cum laude. Nancy Lee Brown. Hope Elizabeth Clayton, summa cum laude. Noah Andrew Hamlet. Grace Ann Gherkin. Jennifer Ray Tolliver. Nikki Jerenice Martin. Wesley Haynes Muse. Emma Caroline Davis. Evelyn Ann Shope. Aaliyah Kumba Smith. Natalie Michaela Lawson, cum laude. Jesse Wayne Childs. Corey Alexander Luttrell. Audrey Lane McDonald, cum laude. Hannah Brooke Newland, magna cum laude. Ashlyn Paige White. Sarah Elizabeth Matlock, cum laude. William Zachary Coram. Andrew Luke Amburn, summa cum laude. Tristan Joshua Gorley. Carson Lee Hines. Savannah G. Covert. Katrina Diane Perry. Angela Bullhawk. Megan Catherine Spears. Weston Robert Timms. Tana Joanne Stringfellow, summa cum laude. Nicole Passini, magna cum laude. Grayson Alexander Mosley, summa cum laude. Kinsey Rain Terry. Piper Lynn Hensley. Congratulations. Ashley Faith Hicks, magna cum laude. Sherilyn Nolani Sidnewski, cum laude. Shayna Janelle Matthews. Savannah Blair Evans. Abigail Marie Culbertson. Shantae Danielle Perez, magna cum laude. Genesis Danielle Gann, cum laude. Taylor Bryn Fan, summa cum laude. Taniqua Sheree Johnson. Jacob Layton Knuckles, magna cum laude. Lynn Ray Burbank, magna cum laude. John Patrick Riley Gonzalez, cum laude. Jordan Brianne Young. Martine Hendrick Vander Stoel, summa cum laude. Isabel Rose Moorhead, cum laude.
Don't butcher it, it's a family name.
Gavin Frank Gambuza. Brianna R. Braden, magna cum laude. Santana Yasmin Vega. Tanner James Chesney. Scott Pierre Fells. Natasha Mignon Carr. Megan Grace Kilgore. Got it. Lindsay M. McCowan. Haven Alyssa Scott. Isaac Matthew Sanders. Stacy Marie Vaughn. Tara Danielle Mize. Olivia A. Dunlap, cum laude. Tommy Hoyt Slayton. Geo James Dodd. Wesley D. Reagan. Kimberly Huichapa. Kylie May Cup, summa cum laude. Aiden Samuel Ray Monroe. Mary Grace Donahue, magna cum laude. Jordan Dawn Coslin. Ethan Christian Akins, magna cum laude. Nisa Yvette Negron, cum laude. Stephanie Michelle Wilson, cum laude. Colton Coughlin, cum laude. Bo Harper Marlowe, magna cum laude. Rachel K. Nelson. Kylie Bowman. Mackenzie Elizabeth Manship. Serica Chabet Kano. Risalat Rahman Berdiva. Gerardo Gonzalez, Jr. Taya Plotin. Lydia Gale Davies. Shalia Akinleya, summa cum laude. Brendan Douglas Sugg, magna cum laude. Derek Todd Detweiler, cum laude. Amy Marie Rose Gordon. Lorena Lemon Perez. Jennifer Lee Newcomb. And Terica Denise Marks. Ruben Popa. Ceylon Dax Blanchett, cum laude. Michelle C. Carrera, summa cum laude. Sonia Gara, magna cum laude. Thomas Logan Witt. Tess Ariana Martin. Nun Huynh, summa cum laude. Lauren Henriette Sublet. Tylee Para Reyes. Harini Srikant, summa cum laude. Grace Emery Williams. Kevin George Robert Reed, magna cum laude.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2023. Please join me in saluting them.
Just a few more minutes. Congratulations, graduates. We're so proud of you. At this time, it's my honor to introduce the speaker who's going to bring us to a close, our alumni speaker, Carrie Poteet. She was born and raised here in Knoxville, Tennessee. She's been involved in her community since a very young age, thanks to Girl Scouts and Teen Board of Knoxville. She's an East Tennessee realtor delivering excellent customer service to her clients, is involved with the Knoxville community by volunteering with Dogwood Arts and Fantasy of Trees. She's a member of the Knoxville Chamber and attends various events to stay current on what's happening in the Knoxville community. Carrie, will you bring greetings?
Good evening. What an exciting time for each one of you here. For those who just crossed this stage, you have worked hard and made sacrifices to reach this milestone. Audience members, thank you for being here to support these graduates. I am sure you too have made sacrifices. My name is Carrie Poteet, and I'm an East Tennessee Realtor of Realty Executives Associates. I'm also a fellow alumna of Pellissippi State. Some of you here have lived the post-school life and returned to college to better yourself. Some of you are about to enter the post-school life for the first time. I've been out of school for 8 years now, and one thing I learned quickly post-college was that I do not know everything. Today might be the end of your formal education. However, the learning will continue for all of us. We live in a world that is changing at a fast pace, much faster than when I graduated only a short time ago. I encourage each of you to stay curious, keep learning, adapt to change, and most importantly, maintain relationships. I want the audience to raise their hand if they have ever received a job or a business opportunity from a connection they knew. Raise your hand. Look around. If you Google what percentage of jobs are found via networking, the most common response you will find is 85%. Let me be one of the first to welcome you to the Alumni Association. I encourage you to stay connected with your classmates, faculty, and Pellissippi State. Maintain relationships with your connections. Get involved with your community and volunteer. It will help you in your personal and work life. Congratulations on your graduation, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. As we close our ceremony, please stand if you are able and remain at your seats until all the graduates have left the hall. Thank you.